All right, so we're gonna set up your MyFitnessPal calories and macros to the targets that we set. Okay, so to do that, I'm gonna open up on MyFitnessPal, the app, and this is my home screen. All right, there's no need for the paid version unless you just want to. It's up to you entirely. It gives you some minor benefits, but we don't really need it. So on the bottom right here, we're gonna go to the More tab, and then we're gonna scroll down to Goals, right? So I'm gonna put it right at the top. Click on Goals, and under Nutrition Goals right here, you're gonna see calorie, carbs, protein, and fat goals. Click on that. Now, you can see these numbers are set up from a different client when I did a walkthrough for them, but we're just gonna do a general one for everybody. So I'm gonna set up with my numbers. So I'm gonna click on the calories, and I'm gonna put in my target calories. So this is where you would put in your target, where we came up with. And then make sure we click this check mark. If you don't click the check mark, it won't save it, right? Now, if we're using the paid version, you can actually set your grams specifically to what we talked about and what we came up with. Since I'm using the free version, I have to use this little percentage wheel, right? So to pull that up, I just clicked on the percentage right under there, under carbohydrates. And then I'm gonna try to match it as closely to my targets as I set. So my protein's on point already. I'm aiming for around 210 grams of protein. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be at 35% on my protein. My carbs, I'm actually looking for almost the exact same. So I'm gonna assume 35%, the exact same, is gonna be my target, which it is, okay? So now my fats, I'm gonna bring it down. It has to equal 100% on this, so I'm just gonna bring it down to 30%, so I have 100% total. Mind you, these numbers will not be exact for you, most likely, right? My protein target's exact because I'm looking for 210 grams. My carbs are not exact. I'm looking for about 215, but if I go up to 40%, I'm at 240. That's way too high. So I would rather be a little under than way too high, right? So I'm gonna stick with 35% at 210. My grams of fat, I actually wanted to be around 90, but if I go to 35%, it's too high, so I'm gonna take it back down to 30, and I'm targeting here my 80 grams of fat. Again, these numbers, we just want to have loosely close to what we set, because no matter what, we have the numbers set into your EverFit app, and you can be precise there, and you can be precise with your measurements here. Just know it might report that you're a little over or a little under if your measurements inside the MyFitnessPal app are not exactly the grams that we have set for you, okay? So make sure to click this check mark and make sure it updates. Sometimes it doesn't. You might click off on accident, but just make sure it updates so it's all set. All right, so 2,400 calories for me, 210 grams of carbs, 210 grams of protein, 80 grams of fat. Looks good enough for me. So from here, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna click the back arrow. Keep on going until we're back to the main section here under the More tab. If you need to go back to the More tab, just click on it, right? From here, we're gonna scroll down until we see Settings. It's near the bottom, fourth from the bottom. From there, we're gonna click on Sharing and Privacy. And then the second one down is Diary Sharing. Click on that. Make sure your account here is set to public. It's automatically gonna be set to private, most likely, depending on the settings you chose when you set it up. But we want it to be to public so that I can view it and pull it into the EverFit app. If it's not set to public, I can't see what you put in and I can't have it integrate with my app, all right? So set it to public and make sure to click the check mark in the top right, not just the back button. Okay, from here, scroll on back. We're gonna go back to your dashboard, hit the bottom left dashboard. And in the top left, you'll see this little gray image. If you have a photo, that's fine, whatever, but click on that. And it's gonna pull up this screen about you, right? What we're interested is your account name. This may be something you set yourself, like I set mine as Coach John Green, or if you use just a Gmail or Facebook, it might've set one for you, right? But we need to know what that is so we can tie this into your EverFit app. So keep this tab up if you need to, but then we're gonna come on out, go over here to the home screen, pull up my EverFit app. Once we're in the EverFit app, the bottom right is gonna say you. Yours might look a little different, but hit the U tab in the bottom right. And in the top right, underneath your photo or your initials, you're gonna see that gear icon. click that gear icon. And then from here, we're gonna go to 1, 2, 3, 4 down, app integrations. Click on that. Here, we wanna integrate any of these 3 apps that you have and use. If you have an Apple Watch or Apple phone, please integrate your Apple Health data, right? This is gonna sync straight into your phone and pull in everything that is connected to your Apple Health. We're mostly looking at your steps, your energy burn, and things like that if you track your workouts, right? It'll pull that directly in for me to see. If you have a Fitbit, same thing. Connect your Fitbit with your Fitbit account. It's super simple. But right now we're focused on your MyFitnessPal. So click on MyFitnessPal. And right here, you're gonna input your name, right? Mine's just Coach John Green. I'm just gonna input it right there. And then where mine says disconnect, yours will say connect. And it's that easy. Just hit connect, okay? From that point, everything should be set. If your account's set to public, it'll integrate directly into it. And I can see everything that you input. At a quick glance, I can see all your macros. So hope this helps. Let me know if you have any issues.